You know, one of the most incredible aspects of God, and one I'm going to lay on my face and thank Him for profusely when I meet Him face to face, is His patience with me. Out of all His displays of love, His patience and forgiveness towards me it's got to be the most moving, and it's the most convicting. Because at work, I am just naturally very task oriented. And I would guess wherever your workplace is, tasks and deadlines are a big part of it as well. If you're a manager or a supervisor of others, handling people that miss deadlines is part of your job. If you're a parent, handling dishonesty and disobedience comes with that territory. In each of these roles, patience with people and forgiveness for failures plays an integral part of how well we do our jobs. Now analyze that statement. How well we do our jobs. Who defines that? Are we successful when we get most of the boxes checked? Or are we successful when the Lord smiles of how we got those boxes checked? Did the project get finished at the expense of our Christian reputation? Or did the room finally get cleaned up when we screamed at our kids at the top of our lungs? The Bible says we are to be imitators of God. Not just on Sunday when the tasks and the frustrations of life are kind of temporarily set aside, but Monday through Friday when the pressure's on and the people of the world, including the little people, are not living up to expectations. Now I look at the decades of my life. Now I've been walking with the Lord over 40 years and I still make stupid mistakes. I'm still disappointing Him. Still not the man that I want to be or the Lord would like me to be. And yet His patience is undaunted. His love and forgiveness, even though I don't understand how He puts up with me, are still there, unaltered from the day that I first bowed before Him. How do I reflect that? It is my prayer that I will someday do it well. My workplace, my home, and this very frustrating world that we live in, that's where He calls me to practice, to follow His lead, to treat others as He's treated me. Who in your workplace today needs that kind of patience? Who at home do you need to forgive again for the 100th time, just like you've been forgiven 100 times? There is a great reflection of God's power in a person who has good reason, they have full rights, they have all the power and authority to hammer someone when they deserve it, but chooses instead to forgive and give grace to someone, just to allow them another chance to get it right. The reality is losing patience with others, that's easy. We have high expectations of the people around us, and as an employer or a customer, we expect our money's worth. And as employees or contractors, we expect to be treated and paid fairly. When someone lets us down or acts in a way that is clearly wrong, we can quickly turn to anger and be annoyed and be in their face. The reminder today is twofold. First, God has been and continues to be very patient with us. When we are constantly messing up, we can't forget that. And secondly, we are to be called to be His reflection of patience to others. Too often we make our excuses for our own behavior, and then we accuse other people of the worst motivations and treat them as such. This is not what Jesus modeled for us, nor how God has treated us in our slow and sometimes disobedient maturing. He has the patience with us over and over again. We are to reflect that same patience with others as His Word works in us today.